Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you on how to make this cowl neck top. If this is something you've been wanting to create, keep on watching. First thing what I did was to go ahead, I'll be drawing a straight line which is going to be my shoulder line. Take my shoulder measurement, which is 14 divided by 2 is going to give me 7. I will mark that up. After marking it, I'm going to go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then now I'm going to move now to my armhole depth, which is 7.5 inch. I will mark that up. Then after marking it up, I'm going to go ahead and connect that point up like this. And I also do the same thing here like this. After doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for the neck depth and the neck width of 3 by 3 inch. Mark and connect that up with your curve. You can use your free hand or whatever you have. Just go ahead and use it up. Next thing I'm going to do is to connect my shoulder slope. After connecting my shoulder slope, I'll measure from the shoulder to the length of the top, which I'll be working it. Mine is 16 inch. That's my half length. My half length is 15 inch. Then I added 1 inch for the hemming and all that. I'll measure up whatever I have here and divide that by 2, which is 7.5 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.075. I'll go in by 3/4 inch. Here I'll put 1/4 of my bust measurement, which is 34. 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'll mark that up. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'll be connecting these 3 points up together. Next thing I'm going to do is I'll put 1/4 of my waist measurement, which is 28 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. I'll add 1 inch for the sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect that part up. When I'm done doing so, I'll go ahead to cut it up. But remember, we're going to be using this to cut up the back first. So for the neck depth of the back, I just went down by 1 inch. Go down by 1 inch, or you can go down up to 1.5 inch. I'm just going to place this on fold. I'll be cutting that up. I'll do the same thing here. You see the back is different from the front. Now we're done cutting up the back. I'll go ahead. I'm going to place this up. Then I'll be cutting up the neck depth of the back. Then I'll also cut up the part from the armhole of the back as well. Now, once I'm done doing so, I'm going to go ahead. I'll be marking up to 2 inch each. You can go ahead mark 2 inch or 2.5 inch or even 3 inch. I'll mark to 2 inch each. Then I'll end right there. I'm going to go ahead. I'll be connecting it up like this. Then we're going to slash and spray it. After doing so, I'll just go ahead and level them up. Then I will go ahead now and slash them up. But when you're opening it, or make sure you don't cut everything, just make sure you leave a little bit. Once I'm done doing so, we're going to grab our fabric. You fold your fabric in such a way that it should be bigger than your back piece. It should be bigger because we want to be able to spray it up. Okay, look at what I'm going to do here. I'll be pinning this part up here straight. Once I'm done pinning it up straight, I'll also go ahead now to spray this other part. You can choose to go ahead and leave 3 inch or even 2 inch. Remember, the more you spray, the more design you get at the front. So what I'll be working with is 2 inch each. I'll just go ahead and measure and pin them up. I'll also mark 2 inch here. Like I said, you can mark 3 inch, you can mark 4 inch. The more you spray, the more design you get at the front. Then I'll also do the same thing at this other part as well. I'll do this, mark that up 2 inch, sorry. I'll go ahead now, pin that up. After pinning it up, the next thing I'll do is to go ahead. I'll be connecting this part up with a straight line. You need to connect this part up with a straight line, okay? Look at where I'm connecting that up. Connect it up with a straight line like this all the way to this point. I went up from the neck width, you can see, by 1/2 inch. Okay, Then I'll just go ahead. After doing so, I'll be cutting it up. You see the way I cut it, right? Cutting it straight. Once you're done cutting that up, we're going to go ahead and remove up the pattern. Here we have the front and the back. So just go ahead and remove all the pattern. You'll be pinning up the shoulder to shoulder. All right. And remember, the fabric I'm using is a cotton fabric, so you're not going to see that result, but you really see that the shape is already coming out. The best fabric for you to use is crepe, soft crepe. Okay, you can use doll face, any fabric that is very soft to give it that front design that we want. So I'll just go ahead and pin up the shoulder. I'll be pinning up the side seam. Remember, when I was cutting up the back, I did not add any zipper allowance. You're supposed to add up your zipper allowance. That's because I just want to demonstrate this on this piece, but you're supposed to add up your zipper allowance, because if not, you won't be able to put this top. Okay, now once I'm done just stitching the side seam, stitch the shoulder. This is what it's looking like. If you use a fabric that is really soft fabric, okay, by the time you just put it on, that design will just fall up. The front design will fall up. So because this is cotton and the fabric is hard, I'll just go ahead and adjust it with my hand so you should see what it looked like. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If it was helpful, give it a thumbs up, like, comment and share. I hope to see you some other time. Bye.